Costa Rica real estate trivia. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have two bloodthirsty competitors. They've just arrived here in Costa Rica, 72 hours ago? Paul and Steph have joined us finally at the long end of their journey. And we've decided to do trivia night because, frankly, there's no way to celebrate the end of the year that could be better than this. This will be the last live Costa Rica chat with Costa Rica Matt. My two special guests that are on the show for the first time, or rather the first and a half time, Paul and Steph. Thanks so much for joining us. We have my wife, Anne Marie, who's joining us as the moderator.
Cheers.
We have incredible prizes, folks. Paul and Steph are going to be facing off for a vegan basket of incredible treats. We have 4 cans of Costa Rica's finest microbrews. We have cashews, very vegan, a couple other treats in there. We've got 12 incredible questions for them to answer about Costa Rica real estate, and only one of them will walk away with the prize basket. We're also going to cover 2021 in a quick year in review because, like I said, this is the last broadcast, so the final opportunity to do that. And if you're joining us on the internet, the single best response to any one of the questions will be decided in a completely arbitrary procedure, and you could win a $100 gift certificate to one of the best restaurants here in Junquillal, Mundo Milo. That's right, we have a trivia contest here in our office. Paul and Steph are going to be squaring off to see who knows more about Costa Rica real estate. They've just arrived here in the country. You can join in too with comments, questions, answers to these questions. You could win this $100 gift certificate here on our first ever Costa Rica Trivia Night. Thanks very much for joining us, folks, and stay tuned. The tension in the air is palpable. We have 2 of our children in a corner because it's Wednesday night and the babysitter only worked out for certain kids. It's the first ever Costa Rica real estate trivia night. We're also wrapping up 2021 with some very special people, Paul Acadia, Steph, Chris, and my beautiful wife, Anne Marie Titsworth. Cheers to everybody joining us online. Cheers to you too.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers. Before I ramble on too much more, give us your quick spiel, Paul and Steph. How did you arrive here in Costa Rica tonight to play trivia night with us?
By shuttle from the airport.
Absolutely. And before that,
Why don't you go with that?
Well, we started by watching Costa Rica Matt on YouTube every Wednesday and started looking into Junquillal. We came down and we stayed in Rosarito last year for 3 months. We hooked up with Matt. He showed us a few properties. We thought about buying a lot and building a house, but because Matt is so good at putting things on the internet, we ended up buying the fire sale condo just upstairs.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, meet the fire sale buyers. They got the deal that everybody wanted. It's only maybe 150, 200 feet from where we're sitting now. They picked up a condo because they were prepared to do so. They moved down to Junquillal this Sunday, and it's a live Costa Rica chat on Wednesday night. So they've been in the country about 48 hours total, sort of quality time. Tell us about the first 48 hours.
Well, since we already knew what to expect here, we kind of went to go visit our old haunts, our favorite bars. We were greeted like with the best fanfare by Anne-Marie and Matt and their two kids.
Our pleasure.
We got to test out the new restaurant in our very own building right next door.
Mhm.
And
And that night, if you recall, and we knew better from previous experiences here, we saw monkeys up on the roof.
oh
And
yeah,
we were taking pictures, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
What we forgot was if you see them at night, they will be waking you up in the morning, because that's where they're staying from 5 p.m. on.
Yeah.
part of the
So at 5
Fireball
a.m.
fanfare.
It was coming in full force, because we didn't put the air conditioning on, we slept with the windows open, and they were right next to us.
Beautiful.
It really was something.
That first, when you guys arrived, it felt absolutely perfect. Here in the central, the commercial center, we have this huge tree that monkeys love, and they were going nuts right there. I don't want to delay too much getting to trivia. Before I do, I want to talk a little bit about the 2021 Costa Rica Year in Review and where we stand right now. It's December 15th. We're getting ready for our first ever trivia night in which you can win a $100 gift certificate to one of the best restaurants here in Junquillal. And this has been, in some ways, the absolutely worst year possibly for my family, but in other ways, it's been absolutely great because we've seen Costa Rica recuperate. That was a very weird transition. Sorry, I was acknowledging something that I can't necessarily just totally throw aside. But anyway, we're going to talk about the real estate market. We saw in 2021, starting in January, an 82% deficit with the number of international arrivals here in Costa Rica versus 2019. That meant that we were down to about 1 in 9 international travelers arriving here in Costa Rica. By October of this year, it was at only a 46% deficit. And I will bet that when we see the November and December numbers, it's going to show an even more positive increase. Jonas, our son, is here. We also have Mary Catherine here, Paul and Steph's daughter who's moved down to Costa Rica. So what we're seeing in Costa Rica is that gradually things are resuming the normal trends. And one of the most surprising things about 2021 was the quantity of the people that are coming with one-way tickets. We're sitting here with two people who are exemplary of that. All right, you're going back to Canada, you're not 100% taking the plunge, but you weren't just coming on a vacation this time. You had already closed on your condo, and your intention is to make Costa Rica a bigger part of your life.
Without question.
Yeah. And that's what we're seeing all over the market, despite the fact that even now we're only at, 46 or better percent of the, a 46% deficit in the travelers that arrived in October. You're seeing a lot of people move to Costa Rica, and the real estate market has continued to be extremely strong. One event that is worth noting in 2021, you might remember on May 1st, Anne-Marie and I went independent. We changed our latitude. We also decided to have our own family brokerage here in Costa Rica. And nothing was ever the same again. Not only the Costa Rica real estate market, but everything was changed from that point forth. And I want to personally thank the people who have supported us in this transition, the listing clients who decided to stick with us, the buyers who decided to stick with me, everybody who's joined us, my amazing executive assistant, Daniel, who's made this transition possible, and of course, my beautiful wife, Anne-Marie, who picked up a lot of the work last minute, and people like Paul and Steph who helped us do this. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
And without further ado, the business at hand tonight is Costa Rica real estate trivia, and I want to make sure, are you guys good on your drinks?
Yes.
I would like another one, please.
We are fully set up tonight
Yes, sir.
for 12 exhausting questions about Costa Rica, moving to Costa Rica, and buying real estate here. We have Paul and Steph competing for their vegan snack basket here. The tension couldn't be greater. And frankly, folks, I think this is going to be one of those events on YouTube that generations from now, people are watching and analyzing as one of the pivotal moments of history. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Generation from now.
Jonas, yeah, absolutely. Jonas and Mary Catherine were watching a little bit of tele over there. Before we start, let's go over the competition rules. There are only 12 questions. Points are assigned essentially 1 point per question. You can participate from home by commenting the correct answer in the comments. You can also make up an answer that is correct, snarky, sarcastic, whatever fits the situation. And whoever makes the best single answer will win this Mundo Milo gift certificate for $100. The winner between Paul and Steph here will take home the gift basket. Does anybody out there have questions before we get started? I don't see any, so let's get rolling. With question number 1, we just wanted to make this a really easy, fun, just laid back competition. Something that everybody can enjoy here. So the first question here for tonight in Costa Rica trivia is, in the hard-fought 1994 Costa Rica presidential election, José María Figueres of the Partido Liberación Nacional narrowly defeated which other presidential candidate representing the Partido Unidad Social Cristiana? 5 seconds, folks. 5 seconds.
You're in competition, guys. You're not consulting. You're on your own.
No cheating. Don't look at your notes. And we'll call it closed. All right. Steph, what was your answer? Alejandro. Close. Paul, did you have an answer?
I did not even have an answer.
Paul didn't have an answer. Do we have anybody out there? The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, tonight was Miguel Ángel Rodríguez of the Partido Unidad Social Cristiana.
I forgot about him.
0 points rewarded to either party.
No tips. All right.
It's going to be rough, folks, because that was the softball.
All right, moving on.
Number 2. How many countries border Costa Rica, and what the heck are they? Ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Do we have anyone?
We got Steph first.
No. And this, he didn't write 2. I should have clarified, this isn't a time-based competition either, because I wasn't ready to look at either of her answers. But we have
I
our
think
first...
Steph gets that.
Yeah.
Steph gets that.
First correct answer of the evening. No. They both get a point.
Oh, okay.
There are
Get a
2
point.
countries
Oh, I see.
that border Costa Rica, Panama and Nicaragua. And if you're watching, for some of you, that might have been a moment where you realized Costa Rica is not an island.
Nor is it in the Caribbean.
Yeah. If you've been here and you thought it was an island, that's absolutely fine. Honestly, I wouldn't judge you. I knew very little about Costa Rica when I got here. It was just 13 years of living here that got me around to realizing it's an isthmus. Let's go on to question number 3 tonight. We have a 1-1 tie. And this is a question in which the closest number without going over wins. So strategize about that. How many provinces does Costa Rica have? And again, it's not time sensitive because I need to take a drink. Ooh, closest without going over. And they cannot see your comments, folks.
It's funny because I'm going by colors. I'm not going by names.
Ooh, it's all right.
Gotta take a stab at it.
Remember, the vegan basket is on the line.
Oh, she's covering her answers. I love it.
I think it's the first one I wrote down, but whatever.
All right, do you both have your answer?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
And that's what I had.
The number of provinces, yes.
Seven.
Wayne, Brenna, yep, James, you got it right too. Rudy, way to go. There are 7 provinces in Costa Rica. Steph takes the lead here. John Miller took a stab at it, 28.
Hide your cards, buddy.
That's totally fine. I had to look up the answer, to be honest, because I wanted to check. It is 7. Another acceptable answer would have been only one that matters, and that's Guanacaste. Let's move on to number 4, and this is a little bit of film trivia. Your next categories. So we actually have 2 people who should be specially qualified to answer this because your jobs are
Costa Rica film specialist.
Costa
Rica.
Exactly. All right. Here we go with question number 4. In this famous scene from Jurassic Park, Daniel, would you hit the famous scene there? Which beach community is identified as the location of this meeting? No, collaborating.
Oh, yeah.
You are competing against each other.
Well,
This is, yeah. They're exchanging the aerosol can that's got the shaving cream
They're discussing the
with the
aerosol can.
Velociraptor DNA in it. Which apparently
No, he never got the DNA back to him, remember?
Oh, it's just the can.
No, so he's just discussing the technology.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Customs can even check it.
yes. Exactly.
This is, Jurassic Park has forever scarred Costa Rica for a little bit. Let's see here. We're getting,
What do we got? What do we got?
this is a tough one.
Ooh.
We've got a couple, we have 4 people who have given, yeah, definitely met land borders there. We have 4 people who have said the same city. Actually, we have a 5th idea that's
City
Uvita.
also
Are you guys
a
ready?
province, city and province.
Let's see. Drake Bay and
I just want Montreal.
Hundi. Actually, there you go. So far, this gift certificate is in Paul's hands because he's had the best single answer. Funny enough, the community identified in Jurassic Park is San Jose, Costa Rica, and I'll have Daniel bring up the shot where they show it. Ironically, they show this happening at a beach community with palm-thatched huts.
Oh, and like, and the steel drums.
Oh, the steel drums and
Steel
everything.
drums, like
And
chickens.
San
and, like-
Jose is the most landlocked mountainous city in the middle of Costa Rica that anybody has ever seen. So if
So they
You're-
made a beat.
They just.
they completely misnamed the city
They bluffed.
without even researching,
Oh, I see.
they could have picked any particular beach on the coast. Yeah, Alejandro would have worked.
Oh, no kidding.
Playa Bonita, Playa Negra, Playa Blanca.
Yeah, there you go. There's the map.
That's where San Jose actually is in Costa Rica.
Not very beachy. Not very beachy.
So,
All right.
Very holy.
0 points.
Very holy.
Paul, however, gets the award for the certificate at the moment. We're still waiting for somebody to come up with the greatest single answer of the evening to win $100 at Milo Milo. That was question number 4. Ooh, question number 5 is a Costa Rican math question. With what U.S. government organization did Costa Rica Matt originally come to Costa Rica? All right, let's see. And they both spelled it right, correct. Peace Corps, ladies and gentlemen. What does that bring our score to, Anne-Marie? I think
We've got Steph with 3 and Paul with 2.
Steph with 3 and Paul with 2 after 5 total questions. So you're averaging a half question right.
The first one was not fair.
What, you didn't bone up on your 1990s presidential history?
That must have been one you knew when you were right.
Or that I Wikipedia. I would have also accepted, in addition to Peace Corps, and thanks very much, Steve and Rudy, for knowing that, I would have also accepted the TSA.
We got Red Cross. Cool.
Red Cross would have been
We
cool.
appreciate Red Cross.
Yeah,
So Red
for
Cross
sure.
is good. Oh, CIA. You all think Matt could be in the CIA? That's
Who said that?
cool. Like,
Who said that? Ping them right now.
or USAID.
My co-
They also say USAID. So.
My cover is blown. All right, here's an actual good question for Costa Rica Map Real Estate Channel. Name either of the 2 legal requirements for your vehicle to be street legal in Costa Rica. Abbreviations are accepted. The 2 requirements for your vehicle to be street legal here in Costa Rica. Let's see who's been watching Costa Rica Map. Paul says he watches a lot. I'm testing him, and if he doesn't know it, then
We know the real deal.
there's a lot of hesitation there.
Yeah.
Let's see, does anybody out there have it? 4x4
I like John
and
Miller. I like John Miller.
John,
I think John Miller's trying really hard
No,
for this. Yes,
no, John,
Like,
you
John,
just took,
you're taking the lead here.
yeah, John just took the lead. 4x4 and loudspeakers was his. Let's see.
Tires in a seat.
Oh no! Marchamo and RTV.
I remember the last.
Steph, that's
Marchamo,
incredible. No,
yes.
no. She gets a point.
Gets a point. Marchamo.
That's a point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Gift certificate moves over to John with a decent second attempt by Paul, who obviously hasn't been watching enough of my YouTube, so.
But I have been watching drivers.
I was gonna
And
say,
I see some of the things you drive.
all right, that was question number 6, and we're up to a 4-2 whomping by Steph at this point, right?
Yes.
She wants the
In fact,
basket.
yes, in fact.
Number 7. Name the 2 types of Costa Rica corporations most commonly used to hold property. Again, abbreviations are fine. She's gonna get it.
Steph knows her stuff, I think.
Oh boy.
Oh, Gary, sorry to
Sorry,
hear
Gary.
our sound isn't
Fine.
better. My
And
apologies.
I've watched this episode so many times.
Oh, jeez. Go for it. He's got nothing. Wait, what was the question? I've got to figure it out.
Corporation.
LCC and Costa Rica Matt's channel. Oh my gosh. Oh, Dole and LLC. Oh, that's a nice one. I like Dole. That I was gonna actually mention that exploitative and harmful could be the 2 types, but they're actually SRL and SA. It looks like nobody is watching enough of my channel out there. So this is just going horribly at this point, and I feel
What is the
terrible.
LCC?
The LLC can't. It's either an SRL or an SA. You guys have an SRL because that's the new one that people are
I
using.
think we know that.
Yeah, it's
That's okay.
All the documents.
It's
Most
already
people
finished.
don't.
It's for fun.
Yes.
It's for fun. Your lawyers deal with the other side.
That's right.
So, don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
No harm. No harm.
Use
no
a
foul.
trusted lawyer to do all your stuff.
Yes.
Okay, let's go on to number 8, and this is going to be a fun one for you too. Spell the name of the community in which Paul and Steph just bought property. Let's see. Can they spell the name of the property
Or the
the town in which they just bought property. And I realized on my notes, I didn't include an H on the question, so it says Steph.
How we doing?
Yes. Paul and Steph got it. Rudy got it.
It has
Oh,
taken a
yeah.
while.
Ooh, John Miller, Tierra Pacifica. Absolutely.
You know?
Again, correct. And bonus points for
The
being,
community is larger than T.
yeah, honk y'all.
Yes, but
Yes,
Honky town.
honk y'all.
hang on. I gotta take a quick break.
All right,
Beer break.
here we go with the beer break, and that was question number 8.
How you doing?
No, I'm good.
All right.
We have Steph at 5, Paul at 3.
Yes.
Again, a basket is on the line, and we currently have a gift certificate for somebody who hopefully will someday be in the community where they can actually spend it. Let's move on to question number 9. What kind of beer does Costa Rica Matt like? What kind of beer does Costa Rica Matt like?
All right, wait, do we have answers over here? We got answers in person. Nah.
That orange one, yeah, we got lots of.
That orange one, yeah.
All right, let's see. Wet. Steph's answer is wet, all beer, and then in parentheses, Imperial. What'd you put, Paul? Hunky?
Other people's.
Other people's. Let's see if anyone got the absolutely correct answer, which was cold beer. Cold beer
I know.
was the right answer. Because that's really the only standard.
Pretty close and could be.
Wet.
Pretty close and could be.
Other people's is a category of cold beer. I say give them each a half point.
Halves?
Half
Half
point.
ticks?
Certainly-
Half ticks?
If you're
Certainly
out,
my favorite beer.
yeah. If you're watching and you want to bring us beer, it only needs to be cold. All right, moving on to question number 10. Ooh, right back in the
I
threshold
like that
Costa
big
Rica
one.
real
Oh.
There we
estate.
go. Yeah.
What is the Costa Rica property tax rate for fee simple titled property that's valued under the luxury tax threshold? Under the luxury tax.
Oh,
Ooh.
0.2.
You had 2%, that's way off.
Yeah.
Steph, again with another
0.25. Yeah.
0.25%. Steve got it. Steve's right. So is John. We've got a 2%. It might have easily
You know what?
been a confusion that, no.
Because I originally told him that it was 2% because I couldn't remember your notes, and then I went back to correct myself, and now 2 has stuck in his head, so I tripped him up. All for the trivia.
Can you believe, ladies and gentlemen, that Steph is better at remembering stuff than Paul?
Much.
All right, we're on question number 11. This is the penultimate question. Literally, there are only 2 questions left, and pretty soon we're going to have a winner of everything. Number 11, this is a very complicated question that I want you both to think about for a long time. How many ounces, liquid ounces, are in Matt's favorite can of beer? The closest guess without going over wins. My favorite can of beer, how many ounces?
I thought this was gonna be multiple choice.
Doesn't matter.
You changed your mind, okay.
I'm being brutal.
Yeah, this is a little brutal.
If you don't know the sizes of standard beer cans, then you should both be ashamed.
Well, we can pints, so don't we?
How many milliliters are in Matt's favorite beer can? I'll have to do the conversion.
780? It is 780 or 20 ounces.
Oh, I can see it.
Oh.
Think about it for a long time because 720.
So I went with 20 ounces, which is a pint.
It's a trick. Trick. Oh, let's see. Here we've got 0.3. That's absolutely
These are
wrong.
ounces. We got ounces. We got a lot of people going with ounces. That
Wayne
was
was totally
question.
wrong. 13%. Oh, the tax question. All
That
right.
was the tax question.
Okay, Lee Tom, yeah, 20, 12, 31, 32. First of all, I want to say that the 12 ounce would have been the last possible answer. We have 750 milliliters, or about 24 ounces. This was a clever ruse, ladies and gentlemen. No, because no. I'm sitting here drinking the 700 and I think 23 milliliter beer, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see.
710.
710. This is a 710, but it's not my favorite beer. I actually prefer Tall Boys. So the correct answer was 473 milliliters or 16 fluid ounces. This is only so I can get through a broadcast. Sorry.
You know what's interesting?
The Quizmaster.
That's an American pint, 16 ounces. Canadian one is 20.
You still got the question.
Imperial pint.
Yeah, you still got the question wrong. But anyway, where do we stand here so that we can?
Well, we still have Steph at 6.5 and Paul at 3.5.
Okay, so the last question has to be 3.001 points because it's the most important question of all. We're going into number 12. We have an outside expert who's going to join us to help answer this question.
If needed.
If needed. The question is, what does the word twanis mean? And the person who's closest wins.
Could you spell the word, please?
Tuanis. If you want to know the origin.
Yeah.
The origin is Pachuco. Shout out to all my Pachuco friends who know.
Yeah, you should probably do a little like that.
All right, this is for all the marbles. For 3.001 points, the greatest upset in Trivia Night history here in Costa Rica real estate chats. Let's first see what the leader, her answer should be first, so they can be more suspenseful. Man who drinks beer. Oh man! She wrote man who drinks beer on TV on Wednesdays.
You're kind of correct.
Yeah.
But I think we need to maybe pull our. Well, let's see what Paul says. Let's see what Paul says. Let's see what Paul says.
Let's see. Be cool. Take it easy. Let's have Rudy Becker, one of my best friends in the history of Peace Corps and Costa Rica, join us to confirm which definition he feels is more accurate. Rudy, tell us about being 20s and what it means.
Man, thank you, Matt, for having me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, definitely 20s is a pivotal word that you need to know about when you're living in Costa Rica. It's, in my opinion, it's even better to know than Pura Vida, which is a classic phrase that everybody loves. Definitely, Paul was right. Definitely means like fine, cool, nice. K20s. Really, you can use 20s in any scenario, and it always works. It's definitely a big Costa Ricanism, and yeah, if someone from Costa Rica hears you using the word 20s, then you're in the cut and you're in the know. So it's definitely highly recommended. And Paul, you got it right, man. Good job.
Cheers, Rudy. We have, ladies and gentlemen, Steph, I'm so sorry for the heartbreak. I can't believe you lost by 0.001 point. at the buzzer there.
Only because you changed the rules at the end.
No, that was
But we did say actually
We
that
did
the
say
rules
that
were
at the
completely
beginning.
arbitrary, and the
That's
scoring
true.
was
That's
completely
true.
arbitrary.
I changed
But-
nothing about the full game.
This is still totally unfair, but yeah.
Oh no,
That's
Okay,
not
but
right.
he is totally embodies 20s, so I give this to him. And I'm honored to be married to someone who is so cool.
Well, having worked with a lot.
That is so sweet. Love
Having-
it, love it, love it. Love a good ending.
Having worked with a lot of couples who moved to Costa Rica, I see that people, frequently women realize that men will get more upset if they lose. And sort of just let them win different things, whether it's picking out, the condo that they want or, this, that, and the other. There's definitely been a lot of,
It's actually the opposite in our relationship.
well, okay, that's fine. But trust me, I think that YouTube being such good sports, not only for trivia night, but in general, people who have taken a huge plunge in moving to Costa Rica and deciding that you're willing to really invest. It's so exciting to have you in the community of Junquial. They're part of a group of people who have joined us recently that includes Mary Catherine and a ton of other families who are moving down. Again, I can't express how grateful I am to the people who put their trust in me over the past year. 2021, as far as our real estate brokerage has been, is a great year, but more than anything, it's been a year when we met a ton of new, amazing people. If you're interested in being on next year's trivia show, send me an email. My address is matt@lat10realty.com.
He'll respond next December.
Yeah, I was gonna say. One of the important things to note is that this is the last broadcast, meaning I'm essentially not going to work very much until January 5th or 6th. So definitely when you get that New Year's resolution that you'll be moving to Costa Rica, I'll have my resolution that we're all going to communicate about the 6th or the 7th and get in touch. Don't hesitate to reach out. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you might be the next people who find the perfect fire sale and get to be on trivia night and win the ultimate vegan prize basket. I'm happy to announce that John Miller, with his
I
response,
think that's pretty much it. He's a shoo-in.
4x4 and
John, you're a
loudspeakers
shoo-in. Well done.
as the two requirements for as the two legal requirements to operate a vehicle in Costa Rica. Come claim your gift certificate. It'll be sitting here right on my desk. The folks at Mundo Milo even laminated it. So it's not going
Oh yeah, no, this is
anywhere.
legit right here.
Thank you everybody for joining us throughout the year. I truly appreciate you. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Happy holidays, whatever you're celebrating. Have
Happy
a
New
great
Year.
year. 20s. Take care.
20s.
20s.